Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel, My Emotional Freedom, and this is none other than your therapist, Georgia. Today we're going to be looking at why does a person move on so quickly after a breakup? What signals are they sending, he or she sending, if any, and how do you deal with that? But before we get into all of that, let me please remind you, go on over to my Instagram page at my underscore emotional underscore freedom. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Also, please go on over to my TikTok. It's emotional freedom at counselor therapist. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Also, my Facebook page, Emotional Freedom Counseling and Therapy Clinic. You can always contact me there. There's also phone numbers and email address that you can use to get in touch with me. Okay, so now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's get into it. What happens when a person moves after a breakup? A person moves on quickly. I'm sure you believe that he or she has gotten over you so fast that he couldn't wait to jump into the arms of another person, or she couldn't wait to jump in the arms of another person. But let me remind you, let me tell you, they moving on after a breakup does not mean that they have found somebody better, as opposed to what you might be thinking. Oh, so quickly has found someone to replace me, someone better than me, or she has found someone better than me. How quickly? Um, the truth of the matter is that these people, this man, this woman, could be that they just don't know how to be alone. There are people that are not used to being alone. They can't find themselves being alone. They always have to be in a relationship. They don't know how to be alone. And so a person like that tend to quickly fall into the arms of the next thing available, the next person. And when I say thing, is not in a disrespectful way, but the next person that is available, because this man or this woman is not used to being alone. He cannot be alone, or she cannot be alone. They always have to have someone in their life. So that is one of the reasons, or the other reason, that your presence was so heavy in their life. You being in their life, was really, it was a presence that was not just callous, or not noticed. And so because your presence is not there anymore, it is felt. And the fact that they feel that, there's a need to fill that gap. There's a need to fill that gap quickly in order to get over the missing or the longing of your presence. It doesn't mean that the person that they have found is better than you, be it male or female, because this is it. I'm not gender biased here. It goes for male and female. Or maybe you believe that they are okay without you. On the contrary, sometimes they're not. On the contrary, sometimes the easiest way to not think about you is to have someone else occupying his or her time, someone else to focus on, a distraction. And that is why we often use the terms in a relationship: he's on the rebound, or she's on the rebound. And rebound relationship never lasted. On a scale of 1 to 10, 9.5 of rebound relationship never really lasted. And what happens there is, now this person that is on the rebound, because he or she is trying to fill a gap, to take their mind off you, because he's thinking about you so much, or she's thinking about you so much. And in order to stop that thought and that longing and that missing you, he or she quickly finds someone to break their concentration, a nice distraction then. And you know what happened? Because that rebound relationship never lasts, that other person that filled the gap end up being hurt, be it a male or a female. Because now this person comes in the relationship believing that, this is something serious or this can work out. And now this person on the rebound end up hurting another person innocently. But the truth of the matter is, he or she wasn't really looking for anything solid. They were just trying to fill a gap, fill a longing, fill a void, to distract them from what is tormenting him or her. Okay, so I'd advise you, don't be fazed by him or her moving on so quickly after a breakup. Don't beat on yourself or thinking that he or she has found someone better than you so quickly, because most of the time that is not the case. It is just that they need to fill that gap. Your presence was so heavy in their life that they're feeling it, and that they need to stop that. Or it's just a person that really don't know how to be alone. So when you really look at it, they are the one that is really hurting you now, that you're taking the time to heal. You're taking the time to process what you're feeling. You're taking the time to deal with your hurt and your pain and your rejection and all of that, your anger and the love that you might still feel for this person, or whatever it is, the resentment or whatever it is that you're feeling at the time. You're taking the time to heal. So when you've gone through all that healing process and deal with everything that you have to deal with, you will be whole and ready for a solid, wholesome relationship. Okay, so don't be fazed again by thinking that he or she has found someone better than you. Half the time that's not the case. All right, so this is my tip for you today as it relates to relationship and a person moving on very quickly after a breakup. All right, I hope that this helps you. Please go ahead, if this video helped you, please go ahead, like, share and subscribe. Comment as well. Let me know what are your thoughts on this, how you feel about it. Do you have any questions? Shoot your questions below in the comment section, and please feel free to contact me. Again, my Facebook page, Emotional Freedom Counseling and Therapy Clinic. Now that's it for now, and as usual, your therapists have something for you at the end of all of my video. And today I have your quote for today, and today's quote says, "Experience is a dear teacher, and only fools will learn from no other." I'll repeat that again. Experience is a dear teacher, and only fools will learn from no other. And this is from Benjamin Franklin. Okay, so that's your quote for today. And now the book for today is The Verbally Abusive Man. Can he change? The Verbally Abusive Man. It's a bit old. It's a bit old. It's torn in two, in fact. And actually, this was one of the books that I used during my studies when I was doing my master's in counseling. And this is one of the books that I use. And so it tells you what are the traits of a verbally abusive person. Can he change? How do you know if he has changed really, or is he's just putting up creating an illusion, of change? And also it lets you know that yes, they can change, and under what circumstances that a verbally abusive man will change. All right, so go ahead, go out and get your book. Oh, the reading pages is approximately, okay, reading pages are approximately 252. So it's a very good read. Again, it's The Verbally Abusive Man, and it's by Patricia Evans. So please go ahead and get your book, and I promise you will love this one. So that's it for now from your therapist and counselor, Georgia. Again, please go ahead, like my Instagram at my_emotional_freedom, and my TikTok, Emotional Freedom at Counselor Therapist, also Facebook page, Emotional Freedom Counseling and Therapy Clinic. That's it for now. Until then,